Petersham kids. I am so excited that you were able to join us online for Kids Connect. Petersham Kids is an awesome children's program filled with lots of fun and amazing God moments. I can't wait for you to see what we have planned for you today. So let's jump right into it.
Hey guys, I'm Jordan, one of the leaders here at Petersham Kids. How cool would it be to become a giant? You could see everything, you could do anything. Whole cities would be so small, like this one. Well, I'm excited you're here with us today because today at Kids Connect, we're going to learn about giants in the faith. So, let's jump in.
Daniel chapter 3. One day, the three friends named Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego were given orders to go to an important event. They heard the sound of music and followed it through the winding streets until finally they came to the edge of the city. When they arrived, they saw a tall statue that seemed to reach up to the sky. Everyone was told that when the music played, they must bow down before the statue. Anyone who didn't bow down would be in big trouble. The music started playing. People started to bow down, which made the three friends very sad. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego knew it was wrong to bow down to the statue. They loved God very much and knew that only God should be worshipped. Some men who worked for the king were watching them. When they saw that the three friends did not bow down before the statue, the men went to tell the king. The king was very angry with the three friends. He wanted to know if it was true what the man had told him. He gave them another chance to go back to the statue and to bow before it. If they would not obey, he warned them that they would be thrown into a terrible fire. The three friends answered, "The true and living God who we serve can save us from the fire, but whatever happens, we will not bow down to your statue and worship it." When the king heard their answer, he was furious. He showed his teeth and went red in the face. He ordered the fire to be made 7 times hotter, and he sent for his strongest soldiers to tie up the three friends with ropes. But something amazing happened when the men went into the fire. Their hands became free from the ropes and they walked around looking very peaceful. As the king watched them, he saw another man in the fire. He looked like the Son of God. The king could not believe what he was seeing. The men were completely safe. They did not get burnt. He shouted for the three friends to come out of the fire. As they walked, everybody saw that they were safe. They didn't even smell like smoke. Then the king spoke to everyone and said, "The God of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego is to be praised. He has kept them safe, and because they trusted in him, they are not hurt." After this, the king gave them very important jobs to help rule over the great city of Babylon. God had kept the three friends safe in the fire, and now he was blessing them because they loved him.
Wow, they were walking in the fire and they didn't even get hurt. They truly were giants in the faith. Well, right now we got something really cool to show you. And I want you guys to have a go at home by yourselves. So, let's have a look.
Hey guys, my name's Chloe and today I'm going to show you how we can make this cool craft based on the story that we just read about. But first, I think I need someone to help me. So, Professor Laurie.
Hello!
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well, and you?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
That's pretty good.
Are you excited to get going with this craft?
Well, this looks like a lot of fun, so yeah.
Sweet. Well, first we need to make sure that we have everything that we will need today.
So what do we need?
So, do we have a big piece of paper?
Yep.
Do we have a small piece of paper?
Yep.
Do we have our scissors,
Yep.
a pen,
Uh-huh.
blue tack,
Yes.
and red, orange, and yellow paint?
Yep.
Amazing. We've got everything that we need to get started.
Cool.
Okay, so the first step is we're going to need to get our small piece of paper
Yeah.
and fold it into 3 pieces.
Okay, so 1. So like that?
Perfect, just like that. Our second step is we need to get our pen and draw the outline of a person on one of the pieces of paper.
Okay. Whoa. It's going to be a really cool person.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect, so we've got our outline of our person.
Yep.
Now we need to cut it out.
Cool.
But before we do, we don't want to chop off his arms.
That would not be good.
So when you're cutting out your stencil, make sure that you don't cut along here, along his arms.
Okay, so I cut around everywhere else.
That's exactly right.
I probably don't want to cut off his head either.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be ideal.
No.
We would like to have our arms and our legs.
Yeah. I think that's probably the best situation. Okay. Almost there. Ooh. Okay, I don't think I cut off his hands.
Or
How do we
this
check?
is the big test. Let's see. Open it up.
Hey!
We've got
cool.
all of our limbs.
That's good. That's good. I was scared for a second.
So our next step is we need to get our blue tack
Yep, I have that.
and stick your stencil into the middle of the big piece of paper.
Okay. Okay, so you can chuck some blue tack on their heads.
Now we're going to be taking this stencil off later, so we don't want to use glue because we want to be able to peel it off.
That makes sense. Okay, and then I put it right in center.
That's exactly right.
Cool. There we go.
Perfect.
Like that.
So just like this.
Cool.
Okay, now is the fun part.
Oh.
Okay, so you need to choose a hand.
My favorite hand or my least favorite hand?
Probably your least favorite hand.
So this one.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So then you need to choose your favorite hand.
Yeah.
And that's going to be painting the other hand.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Choose a colour.
Let's start with red.
Start with red.
Yeah.
And you're going to be painting your hands.
Oh. So this is going to get a bit messy. Do they have an option if they want to be a bit less messy?
So if you don't want to get too messy with paints, you can also
Wow.
do an example with crayons, with coloured pencils or textures, and you put your hand on the piece of paper, trace around it and colour it in, and you still get the same effect. But we thought, let's be messy today, and we're going to be working with paint.
Sounds a bit of fun. Okay, I've done that. So now we high five?
Maybe high five the paper instead.
Okay. Whoop.
Awesome, so you can go over the top of your stencil because we're going to be peeling that away at the end.
Sure you don't want a high five?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay, so now we've got our red colour, and you can move on and repeat the same thing but using the other 2 colours as well.
Okay. Whoop.
Now the colours might mix together a little bit, but that's okay because we're just making some flames that our people are going to be in the middle.
Well, fires are actually a mix of colours anyway.
That's true.
Okay, so more high fives with the paper?
More high fives. Oh, this is looking pretty cool.
Yeah. So onto yellow?
On to yellow, our final colour.
Oh, my hand's looking pretty cool too, actually. Let's do a whole lot of paint. Whoop. Okay, last high fives.
Perfect, let's see it.
Oh,
Oh, this is
There we
looking pretty
go.
cool. Once we've finished with the paint, we can peel off our stencil. So
Okay.
try and be careful that you don't smudge the paint.
whoop. Thank you. I think 2 hands will work a bit better than
You
one
might
here.
need an extra hand.
Oh, almost there. And there we go. And then I guess we need to take the blue tacks off
Take
too.
off the blue tack. Perfect. And we're done. Should we show them our finished product?
I think so. I think you may need to pick it up because I've got a bit of paint on my hands.
So this is what we ended up with.
Cool.
I think we could maybe put our Bible verse at the bottom. What do you think?
That would sound good. You know, I have actions for the Bible verse.
Perfect.
Let's
show
it
them.
together? Yeah.
All right. So Jesus said to him,
If you can believe,
all things are possible for him who believes.
Mark 9, verse 23. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wow, how awesome was that craft? Boys and girls, I hope that you set aside time this week to try it out. Now, there are two main points that I want you to remember for this week. Number one, to be a giant in the faith, you need to know God's word. See, the three men, they knew God's word. They knew that they should not bow down to any idols or any other gods, that God, our true God, should be the only one we should worship. So boys and girls, what you need to do this week is to open up the Bible and read the word, so that once you know the word, you can also be a giant in the faith to live out God's word. And point two, you see, the three men, they weren't scared. They were in the fire pit and they didn't get hurt because they trusted God. So kids, things might be a little bit different right now. You might be at home more, you can't go to the park. I want to encourage you today, boys and girls, there's no need to be afraid, no need to be scared about what's to come, because you can trust God that He knows and that He is there for you during this time, just like how He was there for the boys in the fire and they did not get hurt. Thank you, Petersham Kids, for being part of Kids Connect today. Now, parents, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kids Connect. And if you want to see what the rest of the church is up to, please make sure you subscribe to Petersham Online. Don't forget to follow us on social media as well. Have a great day.